Right, I'm going to make a paella type dish. So it's going to basically feature the two main staples of paella, which is rice and saffron. I'm going to make mine with some lovely fresh prawns, and I've got some squid that I've just rinsed to get any kind of salt and sand and stuff out of the tentacles. I'm probably going to make enough for a couple of meals as well. It's got cooked rice that I've got left over in the fridge. I'm going to reheat and put it through, and that's what's going to make it quick. So first things first, get the pan heating up nice and hot, and we'll start to prepare our vegetables. Right, let's go with onion, peel it in half, peel the outer skin off, take off the towel. Am I going to do it diced, sliced? Go sliced for speed. Garlic. Take the root off, bash it. Off comes the skin. I think garlic and seafood is really great, so I'm going to put a whole clove of that in, why not? Then I've got some mushrooms. I don't know that they're particularly traditional, but I've got them to use up, so finely slice them. And some chilli. Cucumber. Actually, yeah. The cucumber, I know it gets a little bit of bad press, but it's actually really good for those of us following the transformation, because one of its benefits is that it helps reduce inflammation, not only in your, the kind of classical on the eyes when you wake up kind of thing in the morning, the bags, but in our muscles as well. So I'm going to pop that in at the end so it's nice and fresh and gives a little bit of texture as well. And then red pepper, I'm going to put that in at the end as well, so it keeps its crunch and freshness. And recently I've not been doing much on the raw veg front either, which is not good. Up, because I want my fibre back in my diet. Okay, pan's quite hot. Little bit of oil. Drain the squid. And in that goes. Get a little bit of salt. I'm going to fry that quite hard for about a minute. Back to the board. Got some little cherry tomatoes. I'm just going to put through right at the last minute as well. Just in kind of quarters, I guess. Squid cooks really quickly. So that is already done. So I've taken it out off the heat. Then I'm going to go in with my onions, chilli mushrooms. At this point I'm going to add my rice. And then I'm going to pop the prawns in as well. Whoa. Excuse me. They were fresh prawns, and obviously that little fella wasn't quite dead yet. Okay, gonna add some smoked paprika, and then I'm gonna add some saffron. Like in a little packet you can get, I think it's like 1/10 of a gram. Add that in there. A splash of water. And give that a stir. Now prawns, it's really quite easy to tell when the prawns are cooked because they change colour. So just look for that colour change, turn them over, and we're nearly there. Back on the board, I'm just going to do something to make it a little bit more kind of fancy to finish it off. I'm going to give myself some lemon zest. If you've got a grater that will do this fine enough, that's what I'd use too. Some orange zest and then a little bit of lime zest. I'm just going to roughly chop that. Add a splash more water to the rice. I don't let it dry out. And then that will give us a real nice citrusy, zesty end to our paella. Got some parsley, which I'm just going to roughly chop. Turning my prawns over. Right about now. Okay, so there's our paella. There's our squid. I'm going to go in with our vegetables. And parsley. Then our little zest at the end, full of essential oils and flavour. Pinch of salt, a generous pinch of salt because it needs it, so I've not seasoned it all the way through. Put our squid back in. And then give it a stir. And there it is. Paella in about 10 minutes, which is slightly spicy. Got a lovely flavour coming through from the saffron, and enough there for, you know, me for a couple of meals at least. I'm just going to plate some up and let you see that. In the bowl. Okay, there it is.